Alrighty, okay, guys. Welcome aboard. I hope you all are having what a week, man. It has been quite the week. Yeah. I hope you all having a wonderful. At least the Christmas season has been quite this, especially this year, has been quite a year. I know the whole entire decade has been going pretty awry. But hey, we're halfway through the 2020s, guys. We're halfway through. Okay, you guys can hear me on YouTube. Alrighty, good. I hope you all are doing a good time. I hope you're all doing well. But yeah, it is your host and founder and conductor of this wild ride, Demetrius Villa, as he continues to put on the chat on YouTube onto OBS. There we go. Now it's working. Okay, hello to our gaming Jim Bones. And David Minor Tree and Star Force are over on Discord. So yeah, I'm gonna take it a nice chill stream. Whole lot of articles that I got over here. We're gonna have some fun with this, because oh boy, I'm having fun. I'm having fun with this whole Waymo thing. Oh man, Waymo self-driving taxi takes passenger through active police scene in downtown LA. Oh man. Okay. Oh man, wait. Let's let this play because this is hilarious. Okay,
including one.
Here we go.
We're back with this driverless Waymo taxi making a left in Los Angeles, driving right through that police standoff where a suspect was being held on the ground. Waymo says police had not yet blocked off that road. It's the latest in a series of incidents for the company, including one where a vehicle drove in circles at the Phoenix airport.
In circles.
Passenger nearly missed his flight. Waymo says it is learning from these incidents and says Waymos have a lower crash rate than human drivers.
Yeah, to a point, I guess, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But yeah, it's not the point, guys. That's not the point. We've talked about this before. But let's just keep going through the Waymo situation because I find it hilarious. And I will take any sort of excuse that I can find to keep dumping on this absolute garbage dump of a company and idea. The self-driving car. I mean, it's really just ridiculous, and I've seen these already. Nobody likes them. You go anywhere in LA, everybody thinks they're jokes, and you know, I've when I was taking videos of them just for posterity and just for shits and giggles sake, everybody around me is like, "Oh yeah, those things suck." That was everybody's reaction in LA. Nobody likes these things. Anyway, 3,000 self-driving vehicles recalled after software issue. There we are. Because they were driving past stopped school buses, which, I mean, come on. Look, this thing has, I don't know how many cameras on top of it, on board, all over the place, all these sensors. And you can't get this thing to simple machine learning script that you can throw into Python. A simple script. Stop sign from yellow big bus. Recognize that? Stop car. What? You can't figure that out. I mean, look, it's really insane. It's hilarious. It's insane, but it's hilarious. But why am I talking about this? Oh, here we go. More. Two self-driving Waymos just crash into each other. Traffic. A third Waymo.
Bruh.
Oh man, that is Look at this. Stranger than fiction incident. A robot-friendly fire in San Francisco left 3 Waymos stuck twiddling their proverbial thumbs on a dead-end street. Moments before 2 of the highly advanced robotaxis apparently meandered down the road and collided into each other, blocking all traffic. A third Waymo, it seems, had also followed the others down the road and got stuck behind the chaos. Oh man.
Bruh.
Oh man. It just keeps getting worse. But then wait a sec. It seems like the whole entire this is the thing about journalism. The thing is they just kind of just feed off of each other. Just depending on whatever is doing well per the algorithm, what's getting the most amount of clicks. So it's just been the crap on Waymo week, which all right. I mean, I've been crapping on driverless cars for 10 years. literally, and I'll show you. Not literally, you know, me, but literally 10 years. We're not literally crapping on driverless cars, but it seems like people are literally getting drunk in the trunk of driverless cars. Okay, let's be careful of our vocabulary usage there. In the latest snafu involving driverless car, a man who jumped into the open trunk of a Waymo taxi only to be stuck there became the subject of a viral social media video. Let's go ahead and watch that. I don't have TikTok, so let's see if this actually loads. Okay.
Why the fuck are you in the trunk?
That's why, man, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, I'm over here. Yeah, this shit won't let me
What?
out. This,
Wait, what?
Why are you in it?
huh?
What?
What the hell? Look at this dude.
Who put you in?
Wait till you see the.
So what?
no,
Oh,
man.
It's just oh man. But I mean, hold on a second, hold on, and then where is it? Thought I had another article here. On Waymo. Oh, I guess not. Okay. Elon Musk declaring early victory over Waymo. Okay. Techies are at it again on social media. Tesla CEO Elon Musk is used to getting his way. Based on recent social media exchange, Waymo's early lead may be getting under his skin a bit. There you are. Okay, so yeah, Waymo's been out doing its autonomous self-driving stuff before Tesla, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we get that, but, yeah. Let me see. Meanwhile, Tesla only debuted Robotaxi in Austin, Texas, where it seems, this is becoming Los Angeles 2 in the United States is Austin. I have no want or need to go and live in Austin, but I know there's some people who will live and die by Austin, and I mean, good for you guys, but your city is starting to turn into Los Angeles 2, Electric Boogaloo. But the company has recently targeted expansion. Tesla had fewer than a dozen robotaxis active in the city at launch, resulting in long wait times for people to use the service. Okay. Response to Waymo's brag on social media. Okay. Let's see. Have Tesla with hardware, blah, 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 blah. 95% of my drives are autonomous miles. It's magical. I'm sure you've tested the latest FSD release. User for no use. Okay, yeah. So Elon Musk thinks this is all fine and dandy, whatever. I know for sure what I'm not taking my wife in when a baby needs to be delivered. Baby delivered in Waymo continues proud tradition of not making it to the hospital. They seem to have an issue with just doing anything right, it seems. I mean, yeah, it gets to point A to point B eventually. But look, isn't there just a better way to get from point A to point B? Let's go back in time 10 years ago.
Driverless is really a key to changing actually how we think about mobility in the future.
Over the last kind of decade, we've actually started trying to make the car smarter to fix that bug, the driver.
Autonomous cars will definitely be a reality. A Tesla car next year will probably be 90% capable.
You know, you think in 10 years he'd at least get speech therapy or something like that. I don't know, but
With autopilot, like so 90% of your miles could be on auto.
Guys, come on. It's not rocket science. The driverless car's already here. It's called a train. There we go. That's it. Yep. You want a driverless car? It's just there you go. It's called the train. Wow. We were way ahead of the game. What, 10 years ago, July 26, 2015. Yeah, guys, we've been at this that long. Continually getting proven right. Continually just getting proven correctly here. Yeah. But there we go. Alrighty. So let's go through what I was going to go through on Tuesday. And again, apologies for pushing. The original live stream was going to be on Tuesday. And I said that was going to be on Tuesday last week. Work and everything, all that sort of stuff. I needed a break. So yeah, now we're here today. But here we are. Tuesday's headline set the record straight. This is from Street Blogs USA. This is just a whole smorgasbord of articles that we can go through. But we're not going to go through all these smorgasbord. I just want to go through just a couple of them. President Trump claims rolling back regulations on fuel efficiency and tailpipe emissions will save American drivers $1,000 a year. Vox is wrong because now they're saying in reality consumers will pay more for gas. No. And it costs companies money when they have to deal with regulatory whiplash every time administrations change. Let me see, Vox. Which is better? Hold on. Which is better for the environment? Let me see if I can find this picture. There we are. Which is better for the environment? Would it be the giant EPA friendly, right? Following the EPA standards, the giant behemoth in the back there? Is that one more fuel efficient? Or maybe the one in the front that's lightweight? Let me see. Is this Ford Ranger, right? So what? It's got a Mazda engine there, 4-cylinder, 30 miles a gallon, barely weighs anything. Which one's better? By the way, this one in the front over here will continue to last 10 more years. This one in the back, I guarantee you, will be in a dump before 10 years. So yeah, which one is going to be better for the environment, huh? Which one is going to be better for the environment? But I digress. Climate change is also causing healthcare costs to rise. Okay, I don't know yet. Again, it's Street Blogs USA, guys. You can see where they kind of come from, but there's some here that make sense. Like, for example, Charlotte area transit system ridership remains down 8% since the stabbing death of Irina Zarutska. So that's something that definitely would make sense. There you go. Cats ridership remains lower after Irina Zarutska's murder on light rail. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why people get this perception about American transit and American trains being this dangerous place where people don't want to ride on. And then they're forced to go ahead and go into debt to buy an automobile. In order to sustain that debt, they have to go to a low-paying job. And then they have to go ahead and go into debt to pay for some housing away from wherever this sort of stuff would happen. It's just such a garbage barge of an economy and system that we're living in. And we don't have to live like this. I mean, we could have fantastic transportation. We can have fantastic, beautiful cities. We can have fantastic and great jobs that actually work, and, industrial jobs. It's just, look, it's an industrial world. Like I said before, we can go ahead and go all TED, whatever. Yeah, industrial revolution and its consequences have been a disaster. Look, let's be pragmatic. Let's be realistic. The world we live in is an industrialized one. Okay? And if we want to provide the best for our nation, the best for our people, the best for our families, we need to reindustrialize. It's as simple as that, because the news is only getting worse from here. Look, speaking of this, look, poor street design has resulted in drivers killing or injuring 115 cyclists and pedestrians this year. Okay, that's not that big. I mean, at least that's more than Brightline in 1 year. That's just in 1 year. Okay. Supply chain problems are delaying repairs to Philadelphia rail cars, which in turn is disrupting service. Yeah, again, we can't, if we can't manufacture this stuff, how are we going to fix this stuff? The Bronze Line will connect Eastern St. Paul to downtown. That's at least something. The LA Metro voted to move forward with a controversial Dodger Stadium gondola project. I'm going to leave this for the next stream. Because this is just the whole saga of the LA Metro is just a masterclass of NIMBYism over and over again. Very similar to what we saw in Florida, but we'll look at that another time. Let's see what else. Play the smallest violin for the AI workers in San Francisco can't find free parking near their offices. Yeah, so that's kind of the thing over here. But let's go into some real news. There we go. The U.S. city with the worst traffic. Yeah, let's just throw 1 million of these on the road, as if that's gonna solve the traffic issue, right? Let's just, again, does nothing. It's still one person in one Waymo, and every time I've seen a Waymo, maybe the max I saw was two people in a Waymo. But majority of them are one, and that's just statistically, that's just what it is. The vast majority of drives are just a singular person in a car. You probably won't ever use the back seats most of the time for most people. That's just the reality. So, and it just gets worse when you add in more cars, more people, which again, There's at least, that's the very minimum, 50 million people in this country that probably should not be, not probably, they shouldn't be here. Okay, so the country's already overpacked as it is. Now we're making the traffic even worse. The roads, by the way, hold on a second. Our roads are worse than Russia's roads. Let me see if I can find that one over here real quick. Let me see. If I can. Okay, hold on. Maybe I made a post of it somewhere on X. But yeah. By the way, that is a thing. Is our roads are now worse than Russia's. Yeah, that one country that everybody seems to say is falling apart or on one end, and then the next minute it's Schrodinger's Russia. Russia is so powerful that it will destroy all of Europe, but Russia is so weak that they can't even get through Ukraine and can't get back to Kiev. So I don't know which it is, but hey, it's just incredible, guys. Just the way things are going. Let me see if I can find that darn thing. Now I can't find it. I know I had it saved here. I know I did. Okay. Let's just keep going through this article, and then we can find it once I get a catch a break here or something like that. Oh man, yeah. This is what, again, this is what people just keep thinking about what happens on American transit. Chicago has the worst traffic in America according to a new analysis, overtaking the previous year's #1, New York City. Okay, and Chicago is pretty bad. I would say probably DC and Atlanta is worse, but that's okay. They have it's past part of their analysis, I guess. Chicago is bad. I would say, yeah, you could probably say it's the worst. By the way, probably one of the worst things I see people do, and this really ticks me off, when it snows and you're driving and you still have snow on top of your car, don't be lazy and take the damn snow off. Okay? Because that snow gets cold, bundles up, ices up, and then all of a sudden flies up and whoop, goes into the person in back of you. I mean, this is just commonsensical stuff, but, it's just clean your car, take the stuff off the roof. It takes a little bit extra time, but it's going to be better. It's going to be better. And then there's people that have it on for days. Like, it snowed days ago, and people still have snow on top of their cars. And it's going to snow again. It's snow again. Oh, boy. And we're gonna hear about it again. There's been so many delays. Oh, planes have been grounded. Flights have been canceled. How can this be? How can people just be so dependent on two modes of transportation in the United States? Wow, maybe if we built a third mode of transportation that has worked for nearly 2 centuries and has only gotten better, and that most of the world has basically perfected, most of the developed world, let's say that, because I don't think it's the United States at this point can be considered rightly a developed nation anymore. I mean, just the way things are. That our roads are worse than Russia's. Okay, this is what. Hold on a second. Here we are. Let me just get this over here so it can play in the background while I try to find. People don't believe me when I say the things I say, and they're like, yeah, well, here you go. Let's see. There we are. This is what decades-old train infrastructure looks like. In case we weren't insanely behind as a country. Here you go. And they bow to the trains too. So I mean, that's just out of respect. It's just incredible how far behind we are as a country. The train is arriving Mamonaku. It's soon. There you go. But yeah, it's what a. And this could have been taken 10 years ago, because funny enough, all these trains, despite looking they're out of the third millennium, all of these trains were developed in the last 15 years. This came out back in 2013. This came out in 2015. This came out in like 2016, not even 2015 or something like that. Yeah, so this could have been taken 10 years ago. This can be Japan 10 years ago. And we're still, I mean, hey, look, we got the Avalia. That's great and all. I mean, we still have a long ways to go. A long, long ways to go, but we'll get there. Eventually. Somehow. It's, oh, we'll get there. But, alrighty. I'm still looking for this stupid thing. And I just can't find it. Oh, man. Maybe I just gotta look through X. See if it comes out. America's roads worse. Come on. Worse than Russia. Come on. Alright. Let's keep this train a-going. Let's see. Yeah, speaking of no consequences, no changes, we just love saying that here. A Grammy-nominated musician just talking about how bad some people just should not be driving. I don't know if there's some sort of limit into how many times you can get arrested and still keep walking around freely, but apparently 100 doesn't seem to be that limit. For some reason, I guess in Rhode Island. But hey, Grammy-nominated musician struck and killed by driver with over 100 arrests in Rhode Island, police say. Why was this person out? Oh, by the way, so we can see who the person is. Hold on a second. Come on here. Here we are. Let's let this play.
More than 100 times, is now accused of hitting and killing a Grammy-nominated musician. Police say 41-year-old Shannon Godbout drove recklessly. This was on Route 138 in Hopkinton Saturday when she hit and killed Roderick McLeod. This was while he was just out walking his dog. Police say
the guy's walking his dog, a pedestrian. Pedestrian. Of course, in a Jeep. Of course, not even a good Jeep, just one of the crappy, even the crappier Jeeps. Come on.
Several illegal narcotics and drug packaging when they arrested Godbout. Her criminal history includes 82 court warrants and 40 traffic violations.
80. Wait, hold on. Let's play that back one more time.
3 traffic violations. Roderick McLeod was a bassist in the band Room Full of Blues.
All right, hold on, no, hey, go back.
Court warrants and criminal history includes 82 court warrants.
82 court warrants. I'm sorry. Why does this woman still have fingers to grab a steering wheel? Why does she still have kneecaps to operate the pedals of a motor vehicle? Why are her metacarpals still in her hands to be able to move and cause damage to everybody around her? Do we not have consequences anymore in this country? I mean, what? This is, again, part of the issue. No consequences, no changes. Except the only changes that seem to happen are negative changes to other people's lives. Okay? Now this guy who's probably, a granddad or father or somebody's brother, he means something to somebody, have been taken away by this absolute piece of garbage. 100 times. 100 arrests. 82 court warrants. At some point, I mean, after what? How many times? Maybe after... did they think that maybe after the 42nd time? Yeah, just let her go. Let her go. Yeah. 41 years old, 100 times arrested. I don't know how many. It's enough. 82 court warrants have been issued for her. She received 40 traffic citations. She may face more charges as the invasion. More charges. What? So she can be let out again? Again? This is the problem in this country. No consequences, no changes. All right. But here you go. This is what I was trying to find. Finally found it. X's search function has always been wonky. An extraordinary turnaround. Russia's roads, once shorthand for carnage, are now statistically safer than America's. 2 decades ago, this would have been unfathomable, probably. That'd be a better word. But look at this. Look at this. we're worse than Russia's roads, man. This is ridiculous. Unbelievable. You can just put on some Gopnik music or something like that, some Russian bass, and there you go. You can ride through the Midwest with you can probably ride around with an open container of Russian Standard or something like, if they still even have that. You can buy that in the store anywhere. But go, yeah, just ride around with like some Stoli or whatever. Just hopping around. I mean, we're at that point now. At this point, I mean, you probably can ride around. I mean, if this woman can get around with 100 arrests, I'm pretty sure you can too. It's absolutely insane, unbelievable. And then hold on, wait, it gets worse. Where is it? By the way, what a name. What a name. X-Shat. Anyway, it's crazy the U.S. has nearly the same rate of road traffic deaths per 100,000 people as India, Brazil, and China. That's nuts. We're at India level over here. This is the line where it gets to third world. At this point, China probably isn't third world now. I mean, look, they have traffic crashes like crazy over there. I mean, it looks like, and this is from 2021. So yeah, maybe we don't have live leak videos anymore coming out of China, but I mean, it's pretty bad over there. But look at this. This is where we're at. We're worse than Mexico, worse than Indonesia, worse than Chile. Okay, and then all the way up here is the Norway, UK, Canada, Italy, South Korea. Norway had the lowest rate of traffic deaths at 1.5 per 100,000 people. And by the way, it snows a lot in Norway. Those of you who don't know, there's a lot of snow in Norway. And people aren't flipping around in their Jeeps and rolling over all over the place like we've seen over here in the United States. Okay, because there they actually know how to drive in the snow. Okay, and it's not that hard to learn how to drive in the snow. You go to a lot, you put on some Finnish rally videos or something like that. You learn how to do the Scandinavian flick. You know how your car works, how weight distribution works, momentum shifting, making sure that your tires are, again, very basic stuff. But this is where we're at. We're at India levels of bad. It's not. We're not there to South Africa yet, but if the way things are going, I mean, we're gonna be number one, America number one in traffic deaths coming soon. It is, man. Alrighty, let's go to trains. This is pretty cool. BNSF rolls out locomotive-based track inspection system. Okay, there you go. That's pretty cool. Onboard defect identification notification equipment is now mounted below the locomotive's draft gear. Now, again, this is something that a lot of places have already had before, but now, I mean, those welds are horrible. Oh man, look at that. This looks like somebody did this in their garage. Like they just got like $100 TIG welder from Amazon and just slapped it. Babby's first weld. Oh man, I don't know how long that's gonna last, but hey, it's something, I guess, right? Oh man, that's just bad. BNSF developed its Odin system, which stands for Onboard Defect Identification Notification. You just wanted it to say Odin. That's all. You could have called it Raven, but hey, whatever. If you want it to be mythologically correct, entirely in-house in 2023. Yeah, I can see that it's in-house. The system relies on a combination of sensors, including lasers. I can see that there. That measures track gauge, cross-level alignment, and track surface. The data collects is processed in real time, allowing BNSF to quickly respond to defects and prevent derailments caused by track geometry problems. Yeah, stuff that we should have been having before. This is cool and all. I mean, it's cool. Alrighty. Hold on a second. I think I missed something over here. Before we go into absolute meltdown mode over here. Hold on. Or am I leaving that? No, I skipped it. That's what happened. The snitching. The snitching has begun. And I love it. So, CN tells STB that Union Pacific is blocking access to a customer in Illinois. Uh-oh. They're telling. They're snitching. Uh-oh. CN says its trackage rights to reach an ADM facility in Springfield, Illinois area. There you go. Canadian National has asked for federal regulators to confirm that the railroad has operating authority on trackage to Springfield, Illinois, where its efforts to serve an agricultural shipper have been stymied by Union Pacific. So again, context of everything that's going on with Union Pacific trying to do its major giant merger, because that seems to be the thing nowadays. Everybody is doing major giant mergers and monopolizing. The monopolization of America just continues on unimpeded. So yeah, now everybody else is getting upset at this. So yeah, now going to start to nitpick even more and more. Because apparently this is what's going on. CN regular operates over the UP and Norfolk Southern trackage in the Springfield area to serve a customer near Hazel Dell. This is exactly what happened. So now they're blocking access to them. Okay, there's CN's tracks. Let's see where they were trying to get to over here. If I can read this correctly. CN trackage rights, KCS trackage rights, UP trackage rights, CN, KCS sub trackage rights on Norfolk Southern. Okay. So they're trying to get over to here, and they're blocking it. Okay, so they can't get through unless they get over here and just through the brickyard, then over here, and then down over. And they can't. They're being blocked right over here. So yeah, this is what happens. There you go. Denial of service. Everybody's what UP and Norfolk Southern said was not going to happen. No, we're not going to have that happen. We're not going to have denials of service or anything like that. They've already started. I mean, here's the thing. This company doesn't even need to merge. They're already working lockstep in with each other. I mean, they all have the same. All these companies, to be quite frank with you, all have the same investors. It's all BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. So what does it matter what one company does to the other when they're all the same? It's just it's just silly. But this sort of stuff starts to get worse. And I've been warning about AI, and this is something that I've been looking at for like 10 years. Okay, and I've gotten like AI certificates, and I've been looking at AI and tracking it for a long time, since before it became like chat. Are we cooked? Levels of stuff to just say, is this a cat or is this a dog? Deep learning sort of stuff from like 2017, like very, very simple sort of stuff. Jamie Dimon, AI will eliminate jobs, but people with these skills will get plenty of opportunities. Let's see what the reality separated boomer with a lot of money is this. Get ready for this wealth of information, guys. Get ready what he's gonna say. My advice to people would be critical thinking, learning EQ, emotional quotient, also known as emotional intelligence. Learn how to be good in a meeting, how to communicate, how to write. You'll have plenty of jobs.
Bruh.
You mean how to function as a human being? That's called being a human being, Mr. Diamond. Hello? That's basic stuff. That's what we do in jobs, man. We go to meetings, you communicate, and sometimes you write, although mostly typing now. This is billion-dollar advice, guys. Billion-dollar advice. AI is going to eliminate jobs. That doesn't mean people won't have other jobs. Just learn how to write. Forget learning how to code. Learn how to write, guys. You're going to make it. You're going to make it, according to Jamie Dimon, if you know how to emotionally prepare yourselves. You'll learn EQ. Learn how to be good in a meeting. Time unveils Person of the Year as the driving force to replace humans. Here they go. So instead of actually building stuff, we get a whole bunch of nerds on a beam. Like one of our greatest buildings ever created. The Empire State Building, which was basically built within a year. Not even that. But we can't even have AI that even gets itself to... How many times I have to ask it different types of prompts to get the right thing out of it. But anyway, yeah, that's the Person of the Year, the architects of AI. There you go, guys. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. And it's just gonna keep getting worse from here. I'm just gonna go through these real quick. Target's layoff call exposes corporate America's new normal. Massive 900 job purge at Sharpie owner triggered by $90 million in charges. Yeah, Sharpies apparently having an issue here. Yep, it's that Sharpie. Amazon cuts 4,100 jobs and cancels a $3.4 billion Arkansas hub. Oh. So much for that one. Massive Denny's shut down. Chain slashes nearly 1 in 10 U.S. diners after $620 million sale. No more Grand Slams, guys, unfortunately. I love Denny's. That's kind of one of my favorite restaurants. I don't care. I love going to Denny's. I love going to Steak and Shake. I love going to Waffle House. These are American icons. I love this type of food. Okay? I don't care if it's bad for you or anything like that. I enjoy it. I enjoy a big, giant bourbon burger, barbecue burger. Okay? So is Guy Fieri here at Denny's or something like that? It's got a Camaro. But yeah, it gets worse from here. The forever layoffs era hits a recession trigger as corporate sacks 1.1 million workers. 1.1 million people in 1 month. Mid-November. Jobs website Glassdoor warned of forever layoffs in mid-November as a small drip of cuts throughout the year flew under the radar as most newspaper headlines while instilling fear throughout the white-collar ranks. Now, the recruitment firm Challenger Gray & Christmas, Merry Christmas, has added a crucial bit of insight in one big number, 1.1 million. Okay, that's the year to date. That's still a lot, okay? 1.1 million, only the sixth time since 1993 that threshold has been breached. Wow. But we're not in a recession. The economy is great. This is the best and wonderful economy ever. Buy my Trump watches. They're great. They're fantastic. Trump watch. By the way, that's a real commercial, by the way. If you had... Oh, man. Hold on. If you guys haven't seen this one yet, hold on. Oh, no. Oh, man. This is a real commercial, guys. This is a real commercial. Hold on. Let me see if I can find one that doesn't have any sort of let me see. Let's see. Come on. Give me one where it doesn't have any sort of commentary on it. I just want to... Just the actual commercial. Come on. Oh, boy. Hold on. Wait, is that it? Let me see. Nope. This is okay. This is not I just want the commercial. Okay, let me just put this one.
Hello,
on.
everyone. It's President Donald J. Trump, and it's Trump time. Check out this red beauty. It's one of my new watches. Wear it proudly on your wrist, and everyone will know exactly what it's for, who it represents.
Who it represents.
It's
Wonderful
really be
economy.
1.1
million. A record.
Get your watch
a wonderful
today.
record.
Get Trump.
I'm known for breaking records. I'm known for the wonderful records that we are breaking. We are making everybody unemployed again. It's a natural state of humanity when a beautiful newborn baby comes out. He is already unemployed. Wonderful, wonderful little baby. I think everybody should be just like that little unemployed baby. Should be unemployed, like the little baby. By the way, here's this, the Trump knife. One of my my favorite Christmas gifts. Buy American and hire American. By the way, where is that made it? PRC. What does PRC stand for? Gee, I wonder what that stands for. What does PRC stand for? I wonder if it's what am I hearing? What am I hearing there? Oh, we'll get into the China stuff later, guys. But yeah, it's the economy is cooked. Gen Z job hunting out of control right now. I'm just gonna go through this real quick just to showcase one part over here. Let me see. This is why we don't need 600,000 Chinese students over here. 2 million undergrads earned a degree in 2025. Probably some of you guys who are watching this, still on the job hunt. There you go. Employers now shrinking. 76% of employers hire the same number or fewer entry-level employees. So there's less entry-level jobs. We need more students, but we don't have enough jobs to fill them in. But we have a labor shortage. This is schizophrenic beyond I don't know how many of those sorts of levels. 1.1 million job cuts between January and October of 2025. Yeah. And then you get laid off again, and then you try to find new roles, and it takes you like a whole flipping year to find another job. Then you try to save up enough money, and then oops, another year comes through and you get laid off again. And then you got to dip into your savings. So you're in a never-ending cycle of never being able to save because you have to dip if you can even save at that point because half your income is being taken away by not just your rent, but being gobbled up by your automobile. So yeah, it just gets worse and worse. Unemployment rate for recent college grads and high school grads, again, at an all-time level over here. 10%. Nobody wants to really talk about this. Nobody wants to talk about the strategies or the long-term effects that this is going to have not only on the country, but on our people as well. And then there's no really real way to get out of it. I mean, this is what our president is doing right now.
Something special. It's for your favorite president. Get your watch today at gettrumpwatches.com.
This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. But I can't wait to watch the newest Cape crap on Netflix because Netflix is going to be buying Warner Brothers. And again, more monopolization of the government. I mean, not the government of the economy. What do you think what happens to that? Again, $1.2 billion dollar performance purge hits Microsoft as 10,000 brace for more. So Microsoft has cut thousands of people, American jobs, by the way, here in America. And guess what? On the same face of that coin, Microsoft announced a $17.5 billion investment in India after laying off thousands of Americans in 2025. This is what I've been talking about, is that this country is being robbed. This country is being parasited off by its entire ruling class. We're being taken for fools. And then we can't even work in our own country. Then people from other countries are just coming in and just taking from this nation. We can't even rebuild our infrastructure. But then once the corpse is all eaten up, they'll just fly away somewhere else. So again, this is a major uphill battle. And the problem with this is that we don't really have a clear-cut way forward from our leaders. We know what we need to do in this country, and we're not doing it. We know we need to reindustrialize. We know we need to stop these forever wars. We know we need to kick out 50 million people. They can go back and do, okay, fine. Take your $17.5 billion investment, go to India and go there. Go there. Go. Have it. That is the nice version. That's the nice version. Okay? Because the funny thing is that when Ukraine went into war with Russia, within like 2 weeks, there was a whole bunch of videos of African and Indian, Bangladeshi, Chinese, whatever, a whole bunch of foreign workers in Ukraine. The minute shit got real, they left. They left. Bye-bye. They're not going to fight for Ukraine. They're not going to fight for. They were even joking. There was one guy from Africa. I have to find that video so you guys can see that. He's like, "Look at me. I am African, man. I am not going to fight for Ukraine." And they're gone. They're gone. That's the problem. Because when shit hits the fan, these people, they're just taking companies, American companies, just getting in, taking it, and gone. Just the same stuff. And then here we go. GM dumps 1,140 Detroit workers in largest EV layoff of 2025. Chevy Silverado, GMC Sierra HD production paused for a month. Here's why. Now, yeah, I'm not a fan of these giant ridiculous trucks. But it's not good when people lose their jobs or they get furloughed, okay? We need to be building something else so those people have something to do. US EV sales collapse. Again, this is part of the problem with this is that the country said, yeah, we went one way and then flipped to another. A whole bunch of EV tax credits. Yeah, we're gonna build EVs while not really doing anything during the Biden administration to actually force some sort of integration or making EVs cheap and inexpensive for people to do, like they have in China, $13,000, $15,000 EVs with 4 seats and enough room. But no, we don't have that. The cheapest EV that you can buy is maybe $35,000, give or take. And that's after tax credits. And that's probably whatever they have available on the lot. Probably more than that, maybe $42,000 if you're really looking for it. And then forget getting a used one because the batteries are already dying by that point. And most of these companies that are making EVs are not making them to last any bit longer. At least Tesla has been doing it for so long and they've tested them enough that the batteries can probably last about 250,000 miles at its best, and then it has to be replaced, which is an absolute nightmare to do, and it's ridiculously cost prohibitive. Now imagine if you're someone who bought, like, let's say a Fiat 500e, which is a pitiful, terrible, ugly looking car. It's a disgrace to the Fiat line. And then this thing is the battery's already dying by 20,000 miles, and you're probably getting 20 miles of range out of it. You're not going to want to replace the battery in that. The battery costs more than the car itself. So yeah, that's why most Americans are not going to be buying these sorts of automobiles. But then, with everything going on over here, we'll talk about, we don't know what's going on in Beijing. We don't know what's going on in China's economy. Well, here's something. China executes banker for taking $116 million in bribes. We've talked about consequences and changes. China seems to know how to dole out consequences. Now, this is not new for China. Now, again, not new because China also put to death their former railroad head because he also took bribes. Now, is this also part of a political purge within China for Xi Jinping to get rid of dissidents within the Politburo or the party or whatever they call it over there within it? Yeah, probably so. But let me tell you this much: most other bankers they're gonna be more careful about taking bribes. They're gonna think twice about that sort of stuff. He's like, oh, maybe I'm not gonna go to Macau this weekend. Maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna take it easy today. Yeah. So it's kind of funny. For basically treason. They call it treason, which in the United States, there's only 2 crimes of which you can receive capital punishment for. One of them being murder, and the second one being treason. And there's a lot of treason going around, okay? Having our companies being basically taken and having their funds. Wait. First of all, cutting thousands of American workers. And then taking all that money. Thank you, American workers, for making Microsoft. Microsoft has been absolute dog water for years. Since Windows 7, they can't make. They'll make Windows 10, and that's about it. Maybe that was a lot. And I still have Windows 10 running on here, and I am not going to Windows 11. That is not happening. I will go to Linux before I go to Windows 11. But this is where we're at. It's treason.
It's treason, then.
This is where we're at with our economy. But speaking of, hold on. Healthcare CEO caught fleeing to Nigeria with 7 million stolen from 10,000 veterans. More of this happening. Now, the guy was just arrested. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure it's going to be nowhere near this level because unfortunately our country is not a serious country anymore, and that's a shame. Because 100 years ago, this would have been a one and done 2-week case, and everybody come on out, step right up for the public execution. That's right, folks. Somebody who took a lot of money from 10,000 veterans. Oh, he's gonna get it now, folks. He is gonna get it. Yeah, that would have been America 100 years ago, but now no. I mean, he almost got away, and he would have gotten away for it too, were not for the FBI actually doing something this time. Hold on a second. Let me go over here. So yeah, he was in Fresno, by the way. Presented as a legitimate provider in Fresno with approximately 25 employees. Documents suggested incorporation in 2023. The company. I wonder if he was working for the California High-Speed Rail. Maybe he was one of the contractors at that point in Fresno. But yeah, this guy again, fleecing veterans. I mean, this again. What does this have to do with trains? What does it have to do with trains, Demetrius? Because this is endemic to the entire country of what's going on, of what's happening to our nation. Again, we're being. This is treason. This is theft. This is stolen. It's a war in a sense. Honestly, doesn't have to be people on the street pointing firearms at each other or shooting cannons. And the guy almost got away for it. Federal agents at the Veterans Affairs Office of Inspector General, working in coordination with law enforcement, apprehended Luke at the security checkpoint just minutes before he could board. Imagine, I don't know, maybe they were waiting for him to do it just for the fun of it. They wanted the theatrics of it. They wanted it to be like some sort of out of a Jason Bourne movie, and they wanted to have the climactic music in the background just going as they're running through the airport. The shaky cam is catching them as they're like the guy is walking over with millions of dollars in a briefcase, just slowly walking over, and then they just minutes of like just get him right before. Maybe out of a Columbo episode, maybe you could say that. Just one more thing. Talking about EVs before. NASA and USPS stop using Canoe EVs despite CEO's pledge support. Canoe went bankrupt a bit ago. Another one for the EV graveyard. I'm pretty sure Rivian is going to be next. It's not good. Imagine how many of these things are going to be sitting all over the place being unused, and it's not like a Ford Ranger or something like that you can find out of or an old like 25-year-old Honda Civic that's sitting in a junkyard, and you can probably start it up and get it going again. These things are going to be dead, and there's not going to be any sort of aftermarket parts for them or anything like that, or any really sort of like community that's going to be really we're going to find some ways to go ahead and create parts for them or stuff like that. Or no, it's not going to happen for these things. They're just going to be sitting around, and they're going to be trashed. Which is worse for the environment, by the way. Worse for the environment, Vox, by the way. Thinking, yeah, you know what? I want that 300C. Look at that. That is a 2006, 2007 Chrysler 300. That's definitely the SRT8 from those wheels. That's the SRT8 right there. 425 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque. That thing is still a beautiful monster. Look at it. Street takeover and all. I don't know if it's a street takeover. This looks pretty empty enough. I don't know. But yeah, this thing is still going. This thing will probably still be going. One of the only good cars that Chrysler can do, because it was basically a Mercedes, more or less, with the Hemi. Trump's anti-climate agenda is making it more expensive to own a car. No, that was called cash for clunkers. That was an Obama initiative that destroyed a lot of older cars, a lot of older, better cars that didn't need a whole bunch of EPA loopholes to get going. They didn't need to be 3,000 feet long or anything like that in order to go ahead and find the loopholes within the CAFE standards. No, you're wrong. Vox, you're wrong. Now, Umair Irfan, some Star Wars name or something. Umair Irfan is a correspondent at Vox. Yeah, you're wrong, dude. You suck. Anyway, things that are getting worse. The middle class in Florida, the middle class Florida dream is disappearing. Gee, I wonder why. That's why a lot of young people can't live in Florida right now, despite being born and raised there, or having generations of their family being born and raised in Florida, can't be able to afford anything in Florida. Just go through this real quick.
Your condo owners who are still in their Florida units are struggling to face the higher fees.
I was hoping to keep my total monthly expenses down below like $2,300 a month, and now that's not possible.
Just listen to this.
I mean, the insurance alone, and I think I got a good deal, is like $2,300 a year. Utilities are not too bad. The taxes are not too bad either compared to what you pay up north. But the HOA fee is a killer. I mean, that is a real killer.
I mean, what do HOAs even do nowadays? They don't stop. The minute you let your grass go a little bit more is when they'll spring into action. But when actual something, hey, maybe these people shouldn't be bringing a whole bunch of people to a party in a neighborhood or something like that. Or hey, maybe that house with the closed off garbage bags on their windows and purple lights coming out of the basement. Maybe something should be done about that HOA. No, they're not gonna. They're too scared to do that. Nope. They're gonna go for the easy prey. Being you, the HOA fee payer at that point.
They also have special assessments, which are not as much as other condominiums. We're looking at maybe paying as much as $20,000 per unit to deal with all the stuff that was deferred, that was never done. I think they got to give people 5 years or more. I mean, they're wanting us to go from 0 to 60 in 15 seconds, like an automobile.
Okay, you can tell how old this guy is. It's just 0 to 60 in 15 seconds. Yeah, that was maybe fast in 1955, dude. Come on. Okay. All right.
Bill, that's just not possible.
Go back
the
up
problems
north.
in the condo market, together with higher housing costs, are pushing the Florida dream out of grasp for many middle-class Americans.
Ugh. Paradise lost. By the way, speaking of Miami and Florida and 50 million people that probably shouldn't be here, foreigners have bought 52% of new homes in Miami, Florida. Then you wonder why you can't be able to buy anything. And then you wonder why. Unbelievable. And then you have some of the YIMBYs, because there's two parts of this. There's the NIMBYs, we got it, but then there's the YIMBYs, and they kind of remind me a little bit of the Lowbirds. Yeah, I want to build stuff, but you don't want to build just for the sake of building, because the only thing that is being built right now all over the place, they're not starter homes, they're not multifamily units, they're not really townhomes. It's mainly these empty McMansions with fake windows all over the place, and they're all over the place, springing up new ranch homes at Quiet Waters, and I love the names that they give these developments. Deer Crossing. Yeah, deer used to cross through there. Yeah, there used to be quiet waters running through there. It's kind of hilarious, the names that they give these developments. It's like, yeah, we destroyed a cliffside for this. That's what they call them. It's like, what was destroyed and what was called Moose Hollow. Yeah, it was a Moose Hollow. Stay at the 700K ranch homes at the Moose Hollow, now leasing by D.R. Horton. The new suburban crisis, McMansions are quietly turning into ghost neighborhoods. Gee, I wonder why. This is what happens when you build for a cohort of the population that has all the money but is slowly becoming senile or is not going to be around anymore. They're building for the short term, not for the long term health of. Forget the company, but let's talk about the nation. Let's talk about the nation. Do we need? This is why families aren't being made. Okay, and I love how the millennial and Gen Z rejection. Yeah, I don't know, like one YouTuber, like a Jake Paul or a Mr. Beast or something like that. Yeah, you're gonna see like one, or like some weird Instagram. Like, that's another thing. Like, don't waste your time on Instagram, guys. Do not scroll in. Look, if you have to use Instagram for work or doing digital marketing and that sort of stuff, I get it. I've been in that camp too. Okay, I know how it is, but don't be scrolling on there randomly, and then getting stuck doom scrolling where you're seeing all these fake women that are like in their 20s with obvious plastic surgery already. Which, by the way, Gen Z women in the plastic surgery, what is going on? We have to do something. It has to stop. Why are these Gen Z women and their plastic surgery? They're like 23 and they already look like 53. What is going on? It's not good. Not good. We have to do something. It has to stop. But yeah, this is why are these McMansions? I don't know, because that's all they're building. Yes, we want to build it. Yes, we want to build it. The Yimby say, but build what? What are we building? What are we building? Yes, we have to change a lot of the regulations that stop the buildings of higher capacity homes and higher capacity living, especially within major cities. But that also comes with, look, we have to be building that at the same time. We have to be building industry. We have to be kicking people out of this country and sending them back home where they belong, okay? Because our infrastructure is already overdone. Our infrastructure is past. We are past our necks. We're over here. We're drowning in capacity. We have to get back down to a certain level so we can start at least treading water and then swimming again. We just can't. We're not at that level. Okay? There's no pragmatic way about it. That's just what it is. All right. Some nice news. Not really nice news, but anyway, this was funny. I saw it online and I just started giggling. And I thought it might give you a giggle. I just thought it might. Poland buys used rail carriages from Deutsche Bahn, prompting opposition criticism of German scrap. Oh man, we'll take it. Hey, Poland, if you don't want it, we'll take it. We'll gladly take it. There's definitely a whole bunch of transit authorities that will gladly take a Deutsche Bahn Intercity or something like that. I don't know. I can't read Polish. By the way, just opinion. This is definitely a language that should have been in Cyrillic, not in Latin script, because it just makes no sense in Latin script. It would have read better in Cyrillic, but hey, Poland, am I right? Anyway, I love Poland. My wife is part Polish, so we gotta respect the Poles here. On Wednesday, Janusz Malinowiski, Gregor Kwiatkowski, the CEO of PKP Intercity, which is responsible for long-distance rail transport in Poland, announced the purchase of 50 used carriages from DB Fernverkehr, which is owned by German. I'm not going to pretend to try reading these. Okay, I'm going to enjoy my happy juice made by the little Belgian gnomes of Le Chouf, and I'm going to enjoy that and have a good time. I'm going to have a good Christmas season, guys. Okay. Let's see. Now, last month, PKP Intercity signed the biggest contract for rolling stock in Polish history. Polish history, guys. Then the Winged Hussars arrived, ordering 42 double-decker trains, the first of their kind in Poland, in a deal worth of 6.9 billion zloty or 1.6 billion euros. No, none of that in American freedom bucks. That's about $1.7 billion or 1.6. I think we're at parity with the euro right now. However, those trains manufactured in Poland by Francis Alstom will not begin to arrive until 2029. Okay. I mean, hey, these don't look too bad. These honestly look pretty fine to me. I mean, German scrap. I'll take German scrap any day of the week at this point. All right, here's some nice news. The night train is back, and these new sleeper routes take you straight to the snowy slopes. Let's get some. We talked about on Thanksgiving. We talked about some fall trains. Let's get some winter trains in. Here we go. From the Alps to the Arctic Circle. And this is the last article, guys, and then we'll go to the speakers because I know there's 7 of you waiting there in the Discord channel. We will go to you guys. Excuse me. From the Alps to the Arctic Circle. These new and revived sleeper trains are making it easier than ever to chase powder, adventure, and even the northern lights this winter. All right, let's get through it. My breath caught in my throat as the train thundered toward a tunnel. Wind roared through the open door. Okay, I'm not going to read your whole exposition here, dude. or Monisha. Monisha Rajesh. This is like a name you would hear in Compton, plus a name you would hear at Microsoft. Monisha. Okay. Anyway, let's go through it. Can we go to the actual countdown, please, Monisha? The countdown. All right. The Travel Ski Night Express, Paris to the Northern French Alps. You know this is a woman who wrote this because no pictures of the train. No pictures of the train. But she happens to have a selfie of herself. This is the meme. This is the meme. Hold on. Wait a second. Taking this women meme. This is how you know who writes an article. This is exactly the flippin' meme. Here we go. Alrighty, here we go. I'm not gonna bother finding like the clean version of the meme. And by clean I mean like the meme template itself, but this is this is basically this. It's the top half of the picture, by the way. Here we go. Yeah. Photographing something you want to show everyone. Males, object, females. This is the meme. I want to see the trains, and this is what I see. Alrighty, forget it, guys. I'm sorry. Honestly, my fault for not actually vetting this article. I just like opened this up on through my Google algorithm because I've got it good like getting train articles. I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. We'll look at that later. And I just saw the picture. I didn't bother to scroll through it because I was busy doing something else. But my fault. Sorry, guys. No fun article. You can blame Monisha. Monisha! What you doing writing these articles with no pictures on them? Alrighty, guys, let's get started. I'm getting tired, man. Okay. All right, I'm sure you guys are having fun here in the chat. Alrighty, let's go. I'm absolute chaos time. Let's go. Everybody to speak. Is it a mistake? Yes, but a beautiful one to leave everyone in at the same time.
Yep.
Hey, get that.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone? How you doing?
Yo.
What's everybody doing?
Be civil. Be civil.
Oh my god. Sorry, fella, trying to tickle me, but
okay.
I got some chaotic stuff to talk about, but also I saw a police chase today.
Those are always fun.
What happened?
You weren't in it, right?
No, we're not in it, but me and the wife, we were waiting on our Uber. We saw a police chase go right by. Like, literally. In a way, like, it was crazy.
Hey, look at all these.
Also, model train meme.
Alrighty, model train meme. Let's have some fun.
Oh, great.
Oh man, I've seen this meme format so many times. You have enough trains, but I don't have these trains. Oh man, yeah, that's
the kicker.
It's not like a brother. It's not like a brother finding another brother.
Dimitri, it's gonna be me this weekend. It is gonna be me this weekend because we got a model train show coming to town.
Nice, man. You have like a link for that for anybody who's in the area if they want to go to a model train show?
Honestly.
Oh, by the way, me and Genesis grabbed it on when me and Genesis were live streaming yesterday, or technically not yesterday, but day before yesterday. He was playing a train game on Roadblock, and look what we found on it.
Oh man,
you gotta read this.
Yeah, this should be posted on like every street over here in the Midwest. The whole point of driving is to add more chaos. Become a hazard yourself today. Portland Driving School. Make driving more fun. Yeah, this is the school they go to before Gavin Newsom gives them a CDL.
Don't talk truth here. We're not supposed to do that.
Oh my god! But
on the weekends.
But yeah, saw a police chase today, and we got a model train. Oh, speed that! Look what I found. Look what I found on Instagram. Look what I found on Instagram.
Okay, hopefully it's not an Instagram influencer with the giant house. Okay, here we go. Okay, Stuart, Florida had a grandma got ran over by a Bright Line float at their local parade that was sponsored by a family foundation. Oh,
they made a whole float at a parade
Obsessed.
about Bright Line.
Obsessed. Oh
Yeah,
man.
Talk about
It
accountability.
is on the floor. It said, "Grandma got run over by a bright light."
Cause she
It
couldn't
doesn't
hear. Yeah,
ring
they
as
just sneak
well.
up on you, man. These trains. I mean, that you can't hear them. You can't see them. You just don't. You just never know when they're gonna strike.
But don't talk about the time Grandpa got ran over by a crazy driver.
Yeah, let's not
Oh,
talk
by the
about. Yeah,
way-
let's not talk about. Wait. The driver with 100 arrests. Let's not talk about that.
Oh,
That's not. But you know.
Wait,
Yeah.
if you pull up the article and look really close, it says she's 41 years old. So she got 82 court summons at 41. So she was getting a court summons effectively every 6 months of her life? Or are you saying she's getting it once every 3 months since she turned like 20?
Oh yeah.
Either way, it's
But-
nuts. It's like this is the face of a person that loves constant chaos in their life. Let me see if I can. Forget. We're not gonna.
No.
Here we go. The face of a person who loves constant chaos in their life and causing havoc and mayhem for everybody else. But yeah, let's just keep letting this person drive for some reason 100 times. No consequences at all.
Well,
yeah.
It looks like
Dimitri, look what I just said.
One at a time, guys.
And
one at
we're
a time.
also going to ignore the tri-rail deaths.
Yeah, I mean,
guess
look,
if
I
you're gonna get-
I
if
saw
you're gonna
one.
get run over by Brightline.
Yeah, no, I
if you're
saw one
gonna-
right behind
if
my
you're
eyes.
gonna write about Brightline,
Yeah.
why aren't we writing articles about tri-rail being a death train?
I know. Well, here's the other thing: is that a majority of these deaths
I don't
are
get it.
suicides. When I was on the tri-rail train, when it hit somebody, when somebody got hit by it, it was a suicide. But nobody's saying tri-rail killed somebody. No, somebody got in front of a tri-rail train and killed themselves. That's what people say. Suicide.
It's
Wait,
about somebody being in front of the
there's
train.
suicide by cop. That's an actual thing. So is there not a
Yes,
suicide
it is.
by train? Because that's what 42% of these cases have been with Brightline. 42% of these cases have been suicides.
Well, can be confirmed by it.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Others
Could
are
be.
possible.
But
But in
majority-
other transit news, I got information on Boat News earlier this week, and it turns out the United States has put sanctions on Venezuela, and Venezuela tried to get around it, and so Trump ordered the Marines to seize a boat. But in unrelated news, I just got this great deal on this boat. It's slightly used. I need you to look in your couch cushions for any spare change. We're gonna buy it and we're gonna flip it and we're gonna make some money on it.
Alrighty, where's the boat over here?
No, I mean we've got to find some way to feed that train addiction. And flipping a boat sounds better than delivering oil.
It's just got a couple holes in it, guys. Don't worry, it will still float. Just we got to put on.
Like I said, slightly used.
Yeah.
It just needs a fresh cut of paint.
Oh yeah.
A little chart,
How about
nothing
the structure
that
of it?
some tape could
How's-
fix.
how's the structure about?
I'm sorry. What's the tape again? I forget which the one where they slice the boat in half and then tape it back up. What is that?
Flex
Yeah,
tape.
flex
Flex
tape.
tape.
Yeah, just some flex tape and it's good to go.
Well, you might need to get some WD-40 and get that creaking out of the doors. It's getting a little loud in there.
Oh man.
And also make sure it's a fiberglass. That's what I make sure.
Okay.
You have room, you little boot.
Let's see some more some articles over here. Oh, this is something Adam everywhere. Articles over here about what's going on in New Jersey. Yeah. A lot of this stuff is going on right now, particularly in New Jersey, because the MetLife Stadium is going to be hosting a good number of these matches for the World Cup for next year. So New Jersey Transit advanced the Secaucus Meadowlands Transitway project. Yeah, and they're trying to move this as quickly as possible. Took steps in advancing extension of the Secaucus Meadowlands Transitway when it board's directors approved $22.2 million, plus 10% for contingencies to complete the engineering and design work for the section between Secaucus Junction train station and Jersey City. Jersey City's definitely not a place I want to be going to too often. But anyway, there we are. New Jersey Transit to build temporary bus terminal to help with 2026 World Cup crowds. Yeah. And that's the thing. They know
I
that they're
hope
not
it's
going to be able to
temporary.
build this in time, so they're going to have to. Their contingency plan is basically send a whole bunch of buses. So there you go. Temporary bus terminal at MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, because between now and then, there's like no time to build a massive project for
do.
buses only.
Yeah.
Well, it's saying right there in the article that they intend to move 20,000 people an hour.
Well,
so that
you gotta need like a couple coach. You need like a lot of coach horses per hour, and that's only on game days.
Yeah.
Oh, Dimitri, look at the two meme I just sent. Both of them are super funny.
All right, let's look
One
at
of
the
them.
Oh man, Later trees. What Home Stallone? I mean, look. I will say this: people keep talking about Die. Yeah, we know that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Got it. But you can also count Rambo: First Blood as a Christmas movie. It does take place during Christmas time, so it can technically be there. I wouldn't say it's like right at the edge that it is a Christmas movie, but it's like can kind of be a Christmas movie. I mean, hey, Lethal Weapon 1 also takes place during Christmas. So
it takes place around holidays.
yeah, there you go. So you got the triumvirate of Christmas action movies. You got Die Hard, you got First Blood, and you got Lethal Weapon. There you go. Christmas has been solved. All right.
Demetrius, like the one meme, the fuck off spray. That's fun. You can use that on Suburban Nights and NIMBY.
Stupid. Yeah, I need that a lot. Oh man. There
you want to make sure it's legal.
But also the other meme I did put right there. They will never know I stole the last boxcar of toilet paper.
Oh man. All right, let's find some other.
So you're the evil person.
Oh man.
The toilet paper guy.
But I do got some good news, and in a short line news, I just sent the article in the live chat.
Yeah. I know somebody posted this, and I saw this in my feed. I didn't want to talk about this because I think it's not too big news. CSX grounds its corporate fleet, shut down its aviation division, which flew corporate jets to whisk railroad executives around the system and elsewhere. Yeah, because it's expensive. That's why. I mean they're cutting costs whenever they are. I don't think everybody is cutting costs. Yeah, the next couple of years are going to be a doozy, guys. So strap on in. It's gonna
I've
be
got
rough.
an easy way to solve that. Just force CXX executives and their corporate people to ride on the trains to the various spots that are on their lines to prove that the rails are amazing.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, they can bring back passenger rail. And there you go. You can send the CEOs and executives wherever you are. All right, what do you got here, David?
We do got a short line right here that did start to pull on freight again after 50 years.
All right, let's look at this. Benson Mines ships via rail for first time in 50 years. There you go. A new market for old stone in St. Lawrence County comes as an old rail line is up and running for the first time in 50 years. Wow. There you go. Yeah, because 50 years ago was 1975, which is basically the peak of when deindustrialization was happening. So, yeah, this is what needs to be happening. So there you go. That's at least some good news. Benson Mines in the town of Clifton opened in 1883 to mine iron ore, but it stopped in 1977. There you go. During decades of excavation efforts, however, stockpiles of stone grew as a byproduct. We have 75 million tons of quarried waste rock that's sitting in our property, in addition to 100 million tons tailings sand that can be used for concrete and other manufacturing purposes. After years of searching, the stone will have a new home. Finally, there you go. Yeah, stuff we can use to actually build actual good houses, instead of ones made out of not even old growth wood anymore. It's just out of crappy wood that's just been thrown out and spat out from Canada and then thrown over here.
Hey, well, good news is that other one, the one I was talking about of Vermont and Maine a few months ago, the Mountain Division. One of the reasons why they are rebuilding that line is because they're planning to build a ton of transflow facilities on it for logging and grain.
There we go. Good stuff.
Meaning we're about to get more logging up in Maine, New Hampshire, and all that again. Meaning, finally, we're going to start getting some good wood again.
Oh man!
Wait, is it?
All right, hold on. Wait, minus 3 meme over here. Yeah, for some reason there's always the thing about cats that they have some sort of fascination of jumping on Christmas trees. Coral, no, look away. Kill the tree. Destroy. Climb it. Chew it. Get tangled in the lights. Yes. Do it. Kill him. Do it.
Do it.
That cat for you, you know. Like, being that, I forgot to bring it up. There was some Christmas train sets. There were Christmas train sets at one of the hotels in downtown Charleston that was set up for the Christmas season this year. They set it up every year.
Nice.
Yeah. It's called
nice.
It's called Charleston Plate. They have the G-scale train set that they set up every year in the center of the hotel.
You have
Everybody come and look at
Do you have a picture you can share of it, or?
Yeah, I do. I actually got the video, but I'll be posting for YouTube Shorts later on this week on it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, save that for your YouTube Shorts. Just show us the picture over here so we can all see it here. Oh, man. Elf on the Shelf 2020 edition, yeah. That Gremlins is also another Christmas movie that people seem to forget that is a Christmas movie. Oh,
I
man.
have one video short that I could share with y'all for you can see it, but it just be uploaded in just a minute right here. Like, it will be like in Germany or something.
Hey, look, we get what we can take over here in America, so we will definitely take German scrap. We will take it at this point. Whatever it takes.
Poles took anything German, they didn't like it.
Oh man. Alrighty. Okay. Here's something posted by Adam Everywhere from Amtrak's Media Center. Holiday Magic comes to Washington Union Station and New York Penn Station. There we go. So okay, they have I guess they're having pop-ups over at or a little holiday market at Washington Union Station. Visitors and travelers can shop from local vendors and small businesses featuring home goods, candles, body butters, soaps, essential oils, clothing, jewelry, vintage books and records, artisanal baked goods, photos, paintings, collectibles, and antiques. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so anybody in the DC area, Nova,
It's kind of like the one at the Grand Central,
Maryland. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like a holiday train show. It's like the one in Grand Central Terminal.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, do you see the Victorian era building that I got a photo of in downtown Charleston right here?
All right, seeing that. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. That is nice.
This building been in Victorian era, so it's almost over 100 and probably 50 years old. And you could tell it from the Victorian era because of how it's built.
Yeah, definitely 1870s. I peg it like 1880, probably about.
Probably about the 90s. Not 90s,
yeah,
but
1880s, 1890s, about more or less. Yeah, but this is beautiful.
Like, and where, like, and that is downtown, that one area, and like, look, here's a more photo of what my home city looked like.
And were they gonna like tear this down or something? Or I'm pretty sure this building is in the historic register or
it is a historic landmark.
Yeah,
a lot of downtown Trenton, the reason why downtown Trenton was saved because a lot of these buildings are historic.
Alrighty.
Downtown Trenton, it was back around the 50s and 60s when the Interstate Act was signed into law. A lot of big automakers wanted to destroy downtown and turn it into a big parking lot.
Oh man, no, that's I mean, I'm glad that there's still at least some buildings still standing around. But I mean, it's like as if bombs went off in American towns. I mean, like you look at Detroit, it looks like bombs went off. It's terrible what we've done.
Here's the kicker. Their plan to turn downtown into a parking lot fell.
Alrighty, what is Brightline fan doing over here? Railroad Racing Simulator.
What?
Oh, what are you playing?
What on earth is this?
This is the game that I was actually playing.
Automatic transit operations of Greater Bighorn. What incarnation is this?
Do I have to ban you for today?
Actually, this is a game that was based on like integrated transits. This is
It's a little bit different.
This looks like something that could have been on like the
this is
Nintendo
game that we were
DS that
playing
nobody
that
ever
we-
heard of.
David Mitchell, this is the game that I was playing the day we were live streaming.
Yes, I know. Did with the one where me and Genesis found that meme, the one we showed you. You did with the one.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and
But-
this I showed you a map of the transit system they have in game. Well, the Gold Line does not exist.
Okay,
actually.
is this the game here? The game map?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Alrighty. This is man, they have it's crisscrossing everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, Dimitri, I did send 2 more memes.
Do people
memes.
actually
They're
walk in
uploadable.
this town or in the game or something? Because it just like you can basically just go on here and just get a train like just down a block.
It's like we walked to the station.
Pretty
You
awesome.
can actually
though.
walk a block.
Oh man! All right, let's.
I mean, the
It
fastest,
makes silly again.
the fastest,
Let's
the fastest line in game.
Pinch your leg.
The fastest line in the game is the Silver Line. That goes 85 miles per hour.
This one on top over
It
here.
gets into, yeah, exactly.
Huh.
Then we have
I
the orange line, the yellow line. Well, the yellow line is my very favorite. Also, it's Japanese themed. That train. They also have JR East trains running on the yellow line as well, which is interesting.
I was gonna say if they wanted to make it Japanese, it would have had like some sort of circular line like the Yamanote or something like that. I'm guessing it's probably like this blue one over here is like the closest to being a closed loop, but they just missed that. Just missed that Yamanote line.
Oh yeah.
Just missed it. All right.
Oh, by the way,
hold on. Let's give a second over here. All right. Adam Everywhere with an article. We may have Europe beaten somewhere. Why is Europe so absurdly backward compared to the U.S. in freight transportation? There you go. There's something. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Long story short, the U.S. Does have the most extensive freight railroad network in the world for now.
Seriously.
Yeah. However, why
it's number 1 in the world, but we consider it underutilized.
Yeah, it's still extremely underutilized compared to what it can be. Yeah.
Or have they actually used the lines?
Yeah. But Europe has always had this sort of, and again, it's different the way things are over in Europe because a lot of it is either just very a lot of the manufacturing is so close together that they don't really need too many trains to go ahead and take something from one place to another. They usually just either ship it over across town via freight, or the factories are just all next to each other, so there's really no need for that. But let's see. Key takeaways. Weak demand has led to container lines blanking Asia-Europe routes, causing lower spot rates and impacting North American backhaul voyages. Europe's freight rail lags behind U.S. due to prioritizing passenger transport over freight. Well, there you go. That's also another reason. Resulting in shorter trains, lower axle loads, and smaller car heights. So yeah, it's the opposite of what it is in the United States, where freight railroads tend to dominate and have passenger rails play second fiddle to it.
That way, when I get up in the morning, it don't get be so shit.
These limitations hinder efficiency, increase costs, preventing European railways from effectively competing with maritime shipping and exploiting opportunities presented by reduced maritime capacity. A successful example in Scandinavia demonstrates that investment in infrastructure upgrades, such as increasing axle loads and train lengths, can significantly reduce freight costs and improve competitiveness, suggesting that similar improvements are feasible and beneficial throughout Europe. So there you go. Something we can also learn and apply over here. We can have it all, guys. We can have it all.
We can treat the railroad system a little bit.
Yeah,
there's some wiggle room.
It's all a balancing act.
Being that I sent a railroad meme and that is funny.
Oh, thank you.
The Bakersfield one, Bakersfield Yard office says hello. Oh man.
Oh, nice.
That's funny in a way.
Union Pacific got some more problems on their hands. Thinking of quitting? Get better. LOL. Use the transfer at any other station, not here, to avoid this really terrible transfer station.
Oh, and I thought the U.S. was totally I thought the U.S. was totally behind developed countries in every way. Well,
I mean,
take that back.
basically, at this point.
Basically, South Carolina, the state I live in, we rank number 3 on some of the worst roads.
Yeah, that's terrible, man.
Wouldn't that be technically number 49? Or no, number 48 in terms of best roads?
I'm not surprised that at all that America has better freight rail infrastructure than Europe.
Yeah, but just by freight rails alone. I mean, because again, America was far more
you gotta think about the
industrialized
cities.
than Europe. So a lot of the height of the railroads in America was post World War II, and then really started to climb from there. Probably before World War II, and then like you still had some sort of a peak, and then it just started to really quickly decline through the late 1940s, 1950s, and then come to a halt almost in the 1960s. But the thing is with Europe, again, different sort of economy. You still have freight railroads, but not to the degree that we have. Well, they do better when it comes to electric freight railroads, and that's something that has been used extensively throughout Europe, and even in Japan, they do have electrified freight railroads, which we used to have here in the United States. Like the Milwaukee Railroad, we used to have it electrified through the Rockies.
Hit the button.
Hold on.
The Milwaukee Road.
There we go.
Yeah, I put another one in.
I got the more short line news. Like I did another article for a short line.
Oh,
interesting, but
wait, hold on. Is this L.A. Adam?
I would think so. I just put like random images.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This definitely looks like
the actual size of the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the size of yards.
Yeah, that LA, you can see the LA skyline in the background.
Yeah, I was gonna say I recognize that skyline. Yeah, this is and this I'm assuming this is Europe over here because these don't look like at all like U.S. Cars. Yeah, this is definitely Europe.
Yep. It's funny how Europe rail yard is smaller than an American rail yard, you know?
Like,
it's a lot cleaner, I'll say that.
How to handle the cars. And how to move the cars around. Which is similar to what we have here.
Yeah, look at that.
It's a little bit different. Well, just look us up.
Yeah, look at the Conex boxes. They're like they're like even smaller. They're more like square boxes rather than rectangular ones like we have over here.
Their box cars are more rounded. Like
I think those are the 20-footers, not the 40-footers that we like using.
Yeah.
But also, I got a rail line, short line article I did send in the live chat above the rail yard stuff.
Alrighty. And we got 9 minutes till we park this train at the station for our final voyage here. All right, Blett, New York.
By the way,
Susquehanna and Western reached tentative contract agreement. There we go. The Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen has reached a tentative agreement with the New York Susquehanna and Western Railway on a new contract the union has announced. Terms were not disclosed. The union said the agreement included wage increase and work rules improvements would see union members covered by the National Health and Welfare Plan. All right. I guess small crisis averted for the New York, Susquehanna, and Western Railway. There we go.
This railroad been around for a long time. Class 2 regional railroad that's been around since 1800s. This railroad is super old.
It is very old.
And it's good to see that they're still working with their unions and at least trying to give them wage increases. So yeah, that's at least something. That's good. It's good to see that it's still going on. You said since when, David?
It's been the late 1800s. This railroad been around for almost 200 years.
There you go, guys.
Like, it did a regional railroad. At one point, and I'm going to say that, at one point, this railroad was probably classified as a Class 1 at one point in its life. Just like the Florida East Coast. They were classified as Class 1 at one point in their life. Montana Rail Link before they got fucked over by BNSF, which I'm still going to be bitter about that. Yes, I'm still bitter about that happening. That they almost became a Class 1 in the whole state of Montana, which that would have been crazy because that would have been the first time that a Class 1 would operate in only one state. Same shit like, for the East Coast did, So that would have been crazy to see happen. But, no, BNSF had to ruin that, and I feel bad because, the guy who ran the railroad, he would get an old, which I feel bad, but, it's sad that, the younger generation did not want to take over, which is the reason why BNSF ended up getting a line.
Yeah, well, the younger generation at that time, which we know who that is.
Yep.
Wasting away again in
Margaritaville. Speaking of wasting
all right,
away,
you had the song for too long now.
Speaking of wasting away,
the stream is cooked, folks. Okay,
let's see what's California. By the way, I did link an article about California. Is apparently apparently might be getting sued by Peru for Caltrain's secondhand locomotives.
Oh man.
Wait.
Okay, this is gonna be funny. Okay, from the Palo Alto Daily Post. Lima, Peru might sue Caltrain over a poor condition of train cars and locomotives it bought. Oh man. Look,
what?
If Peru is a pretty nice country, I mean that's the more I've seen it, it's like, okay, you know what? Actually, for South America, it's actually pretty good. But if Peru is saying that you gave us a bad deal, you probably did. Here we go. So yeah, okay. So diesel trains like this one were sent to Lima, Peru after Caltrain electrified most of its fleet. Are considering legal action against Caltrain due to poor condition of the second-hand locomotives it purchased from the Peninsula Commuter Railroad, according to an international travel publication. So they said found that 19 double-decker coaches and 19 diesel locomotives are falling apart, and some vehicles are beyond repair. Oh man, doors, windows, and other parts were missing. The HVAC systems weren't working. The publication says, yeah, which you kind of need in Peru. You're either going to be freezing, because it does get cold there, and especially up in the Andes. 3 of the locomotives will require a complete rebuild. Oh man.
I'll
hey,
play for you the world's saddest sad song on the world's smallest violin.
I mean, yeah, we can.
It's so small you can't hear it.
We can play that here, but. I mean, but that's still though. This is terrible. If they try to use the Caltrain vehicles, engineers said they have to limit its speed to 12 miles an hour. At this point, you might as well walk. The deteriorating Caltrain trains have set dealt a setback to Peru. Yeah, might as well ride a bike. Which wanted to expand its commuter rail system using the trains from California. Oh man, that sucks. That does suck.
Dimitri, look at the screenshot of the meme I sent you. Look at it. It's funny.
Alrighty, David. Let's look at the.
What?
Oh no.
What on earth is this?
Oh great. Dr. Pepper.
Oh no. No, what is this monstrosity?
No, I can't. Oh my gosh.
David Mitchell. This stream's not sponsored, but we would like a sponsor.
Oh man.
That better not be a sponsor.
Okay,
I can't unsee that.
Tangent. If there's still something I'm very ticked off of this week, despite all the news, by far the worst news was seeing and hearing Notre Dame being snubbed terribly by the college football committee. That was absolutely just an absolute sham by far. And you know what? They deserve to go in because they were going to go in and win it. So, yeah, you know what? Too bad.
Dimitri, have you ever heard of the Monarch Bell? You ever heard of the
I don't care. The FCC can go ahead and take it in. They cheated in order to make sure that Alabama got in. So, if you lost, you don't do anything. But if you're BYU and you lose, okay, you lose places. But anyway, oh, man, what a... At least I had some sports ball to go ahead and just distract me for a little bit, and they go ahead and take it away from me. Unbelievable.
Dimitri, have you ever heard of the Monarch Bell?
Yeah,
You
a
ever
little
heard?
bit.
All right, I want to ask everybody. Have you ever heard of the Monarch Train Bell?
Not really.
It's a bell that was given to the colleges, where two of the colleges, I can't remember which two college it is, by the Monarch Railway, where every year
Wait,
they compete to win the bell.
Are you talking about the Monon?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that I've heard about.
Yeah, I
Okay,
did put-
that I've heard about. Yeah, I think it was
Yeah, I
between
did-
IU and Purdue or something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
And you want to explain to them what it really is, because you can say it better, because I keep butchering the name.
Okay, the Monon. Yeah, it's the Monon. Yeah, which they've now turned into a stupid rail trail here in Indianapolis, which is an absolute sham and a disaster. But okay. Anyway, hold on. Let me look up the Monon Bell for anybody who doesn't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know that line.
Okay.
But I know Indianapolis has lots of rails.
Wabash
and
College.
used to
Okay,
be
it's DePaul and Wabash. For some reason, I thought it was. I know I saw this when I saw a documentary on the Monon Trail years and years ago. I was like, are you talking about the Monon Bell? I thought you said Monarch Bell for a minute. I was like, okay, wait, Monon Bell. Okay. Yeah. Trophy awarded. This is like a college bowl from before and olden times of what they used to do. Now they're probably gonna get rid of the bowls, because at this point, what's the point? If you play, unless you're a protected school, then if you lose terribly, then you don't lose places. But if you're a school that's not protected and you lose terribly, then you're gonna lose places. It makes no sense. But anyway, the Monon Bell is a trophy awarded to the victor of the annual college football mashup between the Wabash College Little Giants in Crawfordsville, Indiana. I've been there. Nice little place. And DePaul University Tigers in Greencastle, Indiana. Also been there. Nice little place. The bell is a 300-pound locomotive bell from the Monon Railroad. As of the end of the 2024 season, the two teams have played against each other 131 times. Wabash leads the all-team series 63-59-9 and also has a slight advantage since the bell was introduced as the Victor's Trophy in 1932. And there is the bell. There we are. Let me see if do I have a train bell here over here? No, we'll just play a train horn. There we go.
That thing is amazing.
Yeah. That's 300 pounds, man. That is and there you go. There's
And here to say that railroad, and I'm gonna bring up that railroad, the Monarch, invested in education in its home state.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, they did like big time. And that's why actually if you go to Lafayette over here, this is where Purdue University is. Their team is the Boilermakers. Now they suck terribly. They're pretty bad, but their mascot is the Boilermakers because it was after the Mona. So hold on, let me see Purdue Boilermakers. As I'm wearing a Notre Dame hat that completely destroys them almost every year. There you go. Official intercollegiate athletics team. So there you go. The Boilermakers. There you are.
Fact, and I'm gonna bring it up. All their locomotive, from their freight locomotive into their passenger locomotive, would paint into all four colleges' paint scheme. So
now their basketball team is very good. They almost won the championship one year, but that was pretty recently. But yeah, and that's in Purdue football team played origin of the Boilermakers name. Here we go. Purdue football team played Wabash College in Crawfordsville, Indiana. Won the game 18-4. Students from the college and citizens of Crawfordsville began calling the Purdue players a great big burly gang of corn huskers, grangers, pumpkin shuckers, rail splitters, blacksmiths, cornfield sailors, and foundry hands. The Purdue students expressed hands-on education at the university, including the maintenance of a fully operational steam locomotive. Oh yeah. Again, that was all part of it.
With the words they were calling them, they might have gotten a little bit of hands-on education.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, there's the mascot there for Purdue. It is actually a train.
Also, out everywhere, I seen your post right here on Mexico with their partner rail system. You want to speak about it real quick?
Okay.
Sure.
All right, and that's the last article, guys, because it's 10:03. We've been on a little bit of a tangent over there.
Yeah, I'd say like maybe 10:10. You want to stop?
Yeah. Well, 10-10. Okay. Mexico moving. We'll just do this and then we'll call it a night. We'll just say good night from there. Mexico moving on passenger rail revival. Okay, if they're not shooting each other all over it. 2 projects underway and 2 more due to start. Well, at this point, the United States is becoming more dangerous than Mexico. Let's be quite honest about that. Let's see. Okay. Mexico's National Railway plan, which aims to restore passenger services on more than 2,100 miles of main lines across the country. Much of this involves constructing dedicated passenger tracks on freight rail rights of way operated by private companies. Interesting. There we go.
Interesting.
Alrighty. So
That's the same thing what we have.
the Sistema Ferroviario Mexicano. So there you go. The Mexican rail system.
It's a rail system.
There you go. Alrighty. Yeah, so there you go. They're moving some, and that's actually a pretty cool looking train, the interurban that they have over there. Insert okay, there you are. Train set leaving that's a Mayan name. I am not good with these Mayan names. Zena Cantepec. Zena Cantepec. Rolling stock supplied by CAF. Okay, there you go.
The fact that Mexico is getting their ass together, but we're back, it's sad. It's sad.
I mean, let's
you know
be
what
honest.
I mean?
Look, they got their Maya train running. A good portion
they
of
got
it.
the lines, they got the stations. They're still building tracks, and they're still ongoing. So it's gonna be
Also-
it's basically a big country of its own. It's still a lot of miles to cover.
Yeah, the fact is that they can invest and get their rail system up and running.
Well, how much it doesn't really cost that much in pesos.
Yeah, I think here's the thing. I think every single third world country is gonna beat America at this point in high speed rail.
I mean, yeah, look, countries that we make fun of, like Morocco. Morocco has high speed rail. Indonesia has high speed rail, and Indonesia's a massive country. I mean, people sleep on Indonesia, but we're talking about the 4th most populous country.
Heck, even India has high speed rail.
Yeah, they're building high speed rail, but you know, it's India, man. It's
you have to pay a little extra to ride on the inside, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, by the way,
right on the outside.
Yeah, that's we're really down bad if this is our biggest rival that we have to compete with India, in terms of building actual railroad systems. Like, we're really competing with the country that forget Brightline. You know how many people die on Indian railways? It's like they're apex predator over there.
Oh, it is. Do you know how many video I see on YouTube and on Instagram of people getting disintegrated by getting hit by trains or goofing off, hanging off train, and next thing you know, getting whacked with a pole?
Yeah, no, it's terrible. I mean,
man,
no, forget Chinese live leaks of traffic accidents. Indian videos of train accidents, it takes it to another level. I mean, I've seen people getting split in half, people getting their heads broken in. I mean, people having their arms sawed off in like the most silliest of ways. Like, they're trying to take selfies in front of a train. They're trying to look cool, taking like some slow motion video. The only slow motion they got is them being disintegrated into slow motion. It's absolutely horrifying.
I put it down. Here, I put it down the post.
Okay,
it is horrifying.
Gee, I wonder why so many people get
example.
killed by trains over there in India. I mean, this is
There is one.
Just look how many people are on that train.
I
It's
know.
like every day.
This is how bad we're at here, man. We're at in.
And can you imagine that image times 20? That's how many people are on a train every day.
It's nuts, man.
Like, there's one video, and I still have it in my head.
People on the roof.
Of a person literally fell off a platform while a train was moving and got their bottom half of their body cut off. And they
Oh,
was
okay, I
still
know
alive.
which one you're talking about
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, that one is. Oh man.
I'm saying it's still dangerous no matter what.
I haven't even eaten dinner yet.
Oh, God.
What?
Come on.
Yeah, no, that one.
It's 10. It's bedtime.
Alrighty, guys. It's 10:08.
What's wrong with you?
Merry
It's only
Christmas.
9.
Indians getting sawed in half by trains. That's what we're talking about now on
And
the
the
American
train
Rail
stuffing?
Club. Oh man.
We promised that we are sponsor available. We have sponsors available for the stream. Please sponsor us.
You can ask. I can't guarantee it.
It's up on the train depot by my house.
Alrighty.
Look
So
at
that's
it.
not Bangladesh. I mean, we're talking about the same part of the world at this point, John Mark. It's South Asia, whether it's Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, or where. This seems to be a massive problem over there, and they're not going to fix it anytime soon.
Nope. Not gonna
Yeah.
fix it. Just look at the infrastructure.
Oh,
yeah, and it's, we're talking about 1.5 billion people. I don't even. That is a number that is even still feasible to like fathom in your head. Just like imagine 1.5 billion people.
You guys think, how many people are going to be riding on the train?
Anyway,
Less people on the roof. That's like overcrowded.
Okay, so David, go ahead. Last thing, and then we're shutting it down.
Look at the train depot. They got the Christmas tree lights and everything. Look at it.
Nice.
And
that is nice.
That's comfy.
For cold. We had frost on the ground and everything. We actually had ice fog.
There you go. That's about as much snow as you're gonna get in South Carolina, man.
We have gotten snow earlier this year, like literally. You remember from a few months ago, back in January?
Yeah.
That was the first time we got snow in 7 years.
Yeah, it should be snowing about right now over here. I mean, well, my windows are closed, but I'm pretty sure once I turn off the stream, I'm going to see if it starts snowing. Okay, guys. That's all we have for today.
It's got snow in my. It's got snow in my area in a few days.
Alrighty, everybody.
Yep.
Thank you for riding on board on this episode here on the American Rail Club, and we'll be back next week again for another live stream, and we'll talk about a Christmas stream or Christmas week stream. We'll definitely be having something for that. So yeah, enjoy the Christmas season, and yes, Notre Dame should have been in the playoffs. Anyway, take care. Good night. Godspeed.
Peace.
Peace, everybody. Have a good night.